Hey love, if you are new, welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. I'm Soul Love Suri, and this is another session of tarot therapy for personal growth and intuitive transformation. The intention is to help you gain clarity and reveal the hidden emotional blocks keeping you stuck, out of alignment, and leaking energy. As always, make sure you stay resourced. That means if you are new to me and you are new to the concept of emotional wealth and energetic sovereignty, I'm gonna get it out. If you are new to emotional wealth and energetic sovereignty, I always kind of mess it up. Bear with me. Check out the Emotional Wealth 101 series over on my podcast. Okay, that's available for you on YouTube as well as Substack and Apple Podcast, Apple Music, the Apple Podcast platform. Like I said, I'm gonna get it out. I'm trying to get my intro together. Bear with me, okay? Trial and error is how I move through the world, so it is what it is. I progress. If today's reading resonates and you want to connect with me one-on-one for deeper clarity and guidance towards or guidance through your current transformation, then book a energy audit with me, okay? The link is available for you in the description box below or link in my bio depending upon where you're watching me at. All right, let's dive in. All right, so this is on one hand a follow-up to the Straight Talk No Chaser video I just did for those of you struggling with self-worth. So if you haven't checked that out yet, check that out after this reading, okay? Get you some more clarity. Y'all see I'm tongue-tied. Did you hear that? Tongue-tied already, okay? But we're going to get through this. And if you stumbled upon this video first, hey, go and check out the Straight Talk No Chaser video where we essentially talk everything emotional wealth and energetic sovereignty. To help you with personal growth and really diving into the nitty-gritty of whatever it is you're struggling with or whatever is coming up, okay? So yeah, check that out. These two are connected, but it's okay if you found this one first. No biggie, no issues. Just it means that this is where your soul wanted to start, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So we already got the Justice card popping out, okay? And then we've got, okay, so Four of Wands in reverse. This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm very intrigued. So what we are looking at is this struggle with self-worth and really identifying the hidden emotional block that's causing you to stay stuck and out of alignment and leaking energy, creating this experience of low self-worth or struggling to connect or not connect to communicate your worth and value to other people or to feel worthy, wherever you are on that spectrum of this particular energetic frequency. We then have the Five of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of grief and a lot of stagnant, disharmonious. I feel like disharmonious is not a word, but you get what I'm saying. Stick with me, walk with me, okay? A lot of disharmonious energy around trying to get out of this. So it's frustration. That's the word. It's coming off this energetically as a frustration with not being valued, not being seen, not being heard. But we are going to get deeper into the nitty gritty of it and get specifics for you so we can nail down the actual. Okay, so off rip we've got the, what is this? 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Don't mind me. I'm reading Roman numerals. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords in reverse. Listen, don't judge me, judge your mama, okay? I count for my multiplication tables too. Now, what you go? It is what it is, okay? Use them fingers and toes to count if you need to. I progress. So off rip. Again, we got the 8 of Swords and we've got the High Priestess in reverse. So immediately you are disconnected from your sense of self, your sense of being. And there is this fear of recognition for some of you, which is quite the paradox and conundrum, if you will. You want to be recognized, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be all the things, but at the same time, there is a fear of what it will mean or what events will ensue, if you will. I'm being shown dominoes falling, like, you know how you push one domino and then the rest of them fall and stuff like that. I progress. There's also this fear of the events that will ensue as a result of being seen and all those things, right? And recognize. On the other end of the spectrum here, there are those of you in the collective here that are really just finding it difficult to see your own worth and see your own value. But it's not a direct result of something you specifically did. It's more so the conditioning and training that you have gone through in your past relationships. Most recently, a romantic relationship where you were essentially gaslit and made to question your memory of different things. And I can relate to that. Been there, done that, right? Been there, went through that. We dropping. Hold on. Yeah, we've got the star card dropped out on the floor. So again, it's a little loaded, but that's okay. We're gonna unpack it. Okay. We're gonna unpack it. Next, we got this Two of Wands, and it's in reverse. Now, off rip, going back to this Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is like hidden and repressed anger, hidden and repressed frustration, right? With what's coming to mind is what is his name? I want to say Itachi or something like that, off of Naruto, where there's this quote where he's like, they only saw the choice that I made, not the choice that I had. And it's giving very much so that type of energy within this self-worth issue, the struggle you're having with self-worth, because it's amounting to this this survival of the fittest is coming out, but it's kind of wonky, like inverse, almost like turned in on itself, in terms of, again, not having any or having limited decisions or limited choices that you could have made in the situation and the circumstance, or the results of the circumstances, what bred the low self-worth or the struggle with self-worth that we're seeing and unpacking now. Then there's also this energy of like unforeseen consequences, if you will. Like this is some heavy energy happening. We got some heavy hitters hitting, especially with this week. We've got a stellium, like a crazy ass stellium of planets transiting in the sign of Aries, and depending upon your location and all those different things, it's either happening in the 9th, 10th, or 10th and 11th houses. Okay, so do with that what you will, baby, but I'm telling you now, think before you act. Okay, this is not the time to be gung-ho about stuff. This is a time of pushing forward, and we will dive into this a lot more in detail and in depth in the energy update for the new moon in Aries coming up this Friday. The video will probably be released somewhere around Friday, so either Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Whenever I got the energy to post it, I progress. Okay, my point is, with all of this pent up frustration or this repressed frustration, I'm telling you now, slow your roll. Take a minute to think about it before you do anything crazy, okay, or impulsive. It ain't what you want. Not right now. All right. Let's see. What we got? What the liquid we got? Look at that. The Tower. Okay, so again, some of this shit is inevitable. It's nothing you can do, nothing you can say, nothing you can do, nothing you can say to change the course of events. But what you do have control over, where your power lies, okay, is how you respond and how you go with the flow of things along the way, okay? Buckle in, make sure your seatbelt is secure, baby. Get your snacks, whatever the hell it is you need, but you going, okay? The journey is happening. Okay, but when we're talking about this self-worth, again, We are talking about you adopting and agreeing to opinions, external opinions as your own, even though they're not, right? So that's something to unpack and something to explore. We're also talking about your self-talk, your negative self-talk, right? We're also talking about your inability to be able to make independent and personal decisions for yourself, okay? So that is where Spirit is saying, hey, let's stick a pin in this and let's review or explore this right now, especially with, again, this all of this heavy energy happening in Aries right now. You've got Saturn, the moon, what is it, Neptune, Mars, like the sun, Chiron, all things, okay? Damn near six or seven planets, 7 or 8 planets will be in Aries this week, okay? Transiting Aries this week. So this is nothing to play with, nothing to scoff at. I'm telling you now, like, think it through. Just take a beat, okay? So this is really teaching you how to roll with the punches, but how to do so in a way that is going to respect, honor, and support the truth of who you are. And we talk about that a lot on this channel. If you have been following me for a while, rocking with me for a while, because the results that you are getting in your human experience are deeply and heavily intertwined and connected to the core of your being, the truth of who you are. And so regardless of if you find yourself performing, right, or if you find yourself trying to shrink and contract and make yourself small, it's always going to come back to the truth of who you are. And these symptoms that you will experience are things like low self-worth. This is just a symptom. It's not the root problem. And if, again, you go back and listen to the Straight Talk No Chaser video I did on self-worth, I think the title is, what's the title? Do you struggle with self-worth, or are you just or do you simply lack self-awareness? I'm gonna get it out, I promise. I progress. It's gonna be linked for you in the description box below. My point is, there is an element of this where it's a symptom, right? So low self-worth is not inherent. You're not born with low self-worth. It's not something that naturally occurs, right? It's something that's conditional, based off the conditions of your environment, the people, places, and things that you are around, conditioned by, etc., right? And in a lot of instances, nature versus nurture, depending upon the nature of your environment and how you are nurtured in your environment. Yes, I'm fully aware that's not what nature versus nurture means, but this is what Spirit is communicating and what's coming out and how it is being relayed to you, okay? How the message is coming out. So do with that what you will. That ain't my business, okay? All right, so again, you are being, the purpose of this path that you are on right now, navigating and trying to understand this struggle with self-worth, is teaching you how to roll with the punches and how to always honor and support yourself through it all, regardless of who's around, what's being said, who agree, who disagree, whatever. Like, that's just what it is. Next, we've got the Four of Cups, okay? So there is this energy that you need to tap into in terms of doing just that, seeing about yourself, honoring yourself, and things of that nature, of giving it a rest, giving this need for validation, this need for external acceptance from other people, giving that shit a rest, because that is what is really keeping you stuck, stagnant, and miserable, okay? With this Four of Wands in reverse, is really what's keeping you miserable, okay? And I know a lot of times that's easier said than done. Again, that's why we have the Straight Talk No Chaser video. Next, we've got the Six of Cups, okay? So Spirit is asking you to take this breather, if you will, this awareness of where you are looking for and seeking this external validation, and find the threads along your I want to say your path so bad, your past. So the past isn't real, but it is there to help guide you in the present. Okay, it's not real in terms of it's not something tangible that can hold you or anchor you into a particular state of being unless you allow it. Okay, again, this is all energy, this is all frequency, this is all identity, where you are identifying, how you are identifying, who you are identifying yourself as, etc. Right? And so Spirit is asking for you to take this moment and really anchor into and look at the patterns of your past and what they are trying to tell you. And here we have, again, relationships coming out. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what you are not realizing, look at it, and this is, we got the Father of Swords. This is the King of Swords in this deck. Okay, what you are not realizing is that this spiral, if you will, of struggling with self-worth and the circumstances of your past and the conditions or the decisions that you had to make based off of what you had available to you in the moment, in the circumstance, whatever. What you don't realize is that the longer that you stay in this downward spiral, this struggle, if you will, the longer you keep identifying with the struggle, the more that you are cutting yourself off from your sense of self, from who you are, from your own wants, needs, desires, and values. And the longer that you do that, the more difficult it is going to be for you to have the material gain, success, progress, etc. But the more that you are honest about where you have been really giving your power away, and honest about the opinions and values that don't belong to you, that you have adapted and agreed to, be it consciously or unconsciously, shit happens. It is what it is, right? The trauma in and of itself may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal from it. And healing is not about fixing yourself. Healing is about self-acceptance. It's about honoring and understanding who the fuck you are, what you need, and accepting yourself as such. Like, don't make this more complicated than it has to be. Now, this entire point, or the point of this entire path, again, we've got the King of Swords, and this is taking you to high self-worth. Again, this is helping you detach, if I can pick it up, detach your sense of belonging, your sense of connecting, your sense of value and worthiness from all the other people, places, and things, right? So we've got, again, that Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the High Priestess in reverse, right? So again, this is I'm gonna get it out. This is teaching you how to detach your sense of connection and validation and worthiness from everyone and everything else but yourself. Okay, this is helping you reconnect and realign with the truth of who you are, and solidifying and anchoring into embodying your own power for the purpose of high self-worth. Because when you know who the fuck you are, when you know what you value, again, that stand for something or fall for anything is what's coming to mind. But when you know who the fuck you are, when you know what your values are, and you are uncompromising in those things, high self-worth is inevitable. Like, it's just gonna happen. Okay, all right, my love, that's it for our reading today. Again, if you want to connect with me one-on-one for deeper support and guidance through this transformation towards high self-worth, then book the energy audit. The link is available for you in the description box below, or in the link in my bio, depending upon where you're watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.